Welcome back to the Cosmic Awakening podcast. I am Makāula Nakae, a lifelong experiencer and ET contactee since 1990. I have a wealth of insights and stories to share from decades of lived experiences spanning spiritual, interdimensional, and extraterrestrial contacts. Cosmic Awakening Part 2, 2012 Ascension Syndrome. Chapter 3, Golden Alchemy. Episode 19, ET Phone Home. One afternoon, following a dream featuring an alien resembling Asami Kobayashi inside a UFO, an unexpected experience unfolded. During a session with Takako, a shiatsu chiropractor, the previous day, she worked on releasing tension in my left shoulder blade area. As Takako treated my shoulder blade, she explained that the stiffness indicated muscle fatigue, commonly caused by the accumulation of lactic acid post-exercise. Unusual, in my case, was its mobility. Takako massaged the area using a thin metal rod, eliciting a pleasurable sensation that prompted me to request the treatment extend to my scalp. Takako pointed out the appearance of small, round objects on the skin during this scalp massage, and explained that they could be chased away through massage. Though I couldn't see my scalp in the mirror, I recalled instances of feeling small raised areas, which would eventually shed like skin. Later that afternoon, as I lay down to relax, something unprecedented occurred. With closed eyes, I intended to nap, but suddenly, my mind illuminated, akin to a room brightening as a light is switched on. Though my eyes were shut, the brightness was overwhelming, prompting astonishment. Concurrently, waves of happiness surged from the left side of my head, gradually spreading to the right. Subsequently, a similar sensation enveloped the right side of my body, starting from the neck and extending to the feet. This experience was peculiar, as the sensations between the right and left brain hemispheres, and between the right and left sides of the body, felt distinct. The waves of happiness, akin to the soothing sensation of menthol, permeated both my physical and etheric bodies, alleviating the weightiness typically felt. This delightful state, characterized by smooth, calming vibrations, led to a sensation of warmth and relaxation, signifying physical stress relief. Immersed in this euphoric vibration, I recognized the potential for such experiences to illuminate and invigorate one's life, offering a brighter outlook and heightened well-being. For several weeks following this event, I marveled at my ability to nearly replicate the same state, simply by recalling the sudden illumination in the left hemisphere of my brain and the subsequent waves of happiness coursing through the left side of my body. Merely reminiscing or visualizing a past vibrational sensation promptly brought it forth. Furthermore, those around me seemed more inclined to undergo similar transformations. At this juncture, the notion of evolving into a presence capable of healing through mere presence felt attainable. Filled with joy from this realization, I retired to bed one night, only to encounter yet another mystical experience. On April 5th, feeling unusually tired during the day, I decided to retire early for the night. As was my custom, I sought healing from the space medical team before bed. Typically, I sleep on my side, but assuming this position felt arduous. Consequently, I adjusted myself to lie face up, hands resting on my chest, and an extraordinary experience unfolded. The antennae of my right and left brain began undulating distinctly. Initially, it resembled electromagnetic plasma, evoking a profound sensation. While surprised, I also felt a burning sensation within my brain, causing some concern. Subsequently, as a sizable wave traversed between the hemispheres, I experienced both agitation and a mild shock. The subsequent waves, albeit about 1/10 the intensity of the initial surge, still induced notable changes in the vibration range and frequency throughout my body. As I solicited healing from the cosmic medical team, numerous adjustments were made to the flow of the Axiatonal meridian associated with the plasma body. Additionally, fine-tuning was administered to the electromagnetic plasma waves coursing through this meridian, affecting the surface layer of the energy body that interfaces with the physical form, particularly closer to the skin. Commencing from the ankle, adjustments progressed to the sole, activating the sole circuit and facilitating the smoother entry of electromagnetic plasma waves. Furthermore, transferring a modest amount of plasma waves from my right ankle to the surrounding shin area provided a replenishing sensation. Several other subtle adjustments were performed throughout the body, accompanied by the generation of electromagnetic waves in the brain approximately 4 times. With each occurrence of these waves, the vibration and frequency of the entire body surged, rippling like a wave from the feet to the head. This flow of waves and frequencies felt multidimensional, as if various frequencies were being imparted simultaneously. Each rise in electromagnetic wave activity within the brain elicited a corresponding fluctuation in the body, accompanied by a subtle sensation of upliftment. The initial impact was sufficiently jolting to be mildly traumatic, prompting me to acclimate gradually to the sensation. Upon completing the series of adjustments, I sensed that the fine-tuning had been accomplished. To ascertain if the same phenomenon would occur when transitioning to a sideways position, I experimented by turning my body left on right. However, upon reclining, I found it challenging to discern. A sense of imbalance pervaded, and my head felt peculiar. Consequently, when requesting further adjustments from the space medical team, I determined that lying face up was the most suitable position. The following day, feeling a bit early to bed due to lingering fatigue, I retired around 7 p.m. and sought adjustments from the space medical team. However, the usual process didn't commence as expected, prompting me to wonder about the delay. Attempting remote healing on myself yielded no results, so I momentarily set the matter aside. Suddenly, without warning, the familiar downloads and adjustments were initiated, coinciding precisely at 8 p.m. Over time, I noticed a pattern. These healing sessions consistently commenced around 8 p.m., suggesting a predetermined timetable or time setting inherent to the space medical team's protocols. When healing involves transmitting vibrations or consciousness transformation, I invariably experience a sudden onset of drowsiness at this hour, prompting me to recline and commence the healing process. This habitual timing became ingrained in my routine, with 8 p.m. as the default start time for my healing sessions. Later, I stumbled upon information correlating the significance of 8 p.m. with healing practices in Eric Klein's book The Crystal Stair, A Guide to the Ascension. Channel messages from Sananda, Jesus, Ashtar, Archangel Michael, and Saint Germain. It elucidated how ascended masters continue to administer planetary-level healing at this hour, signifying a shift in vibrations. This time setting, perhaps symbolizing infinity with the numeral 8, carries connotations of connectivity and circulation, imbuing the concept of healing with deeper meaning. However, it's worth noting that my encounters with cosmic healing aren't confined solely to 8 p.m. On several occasions, healing interventions occurred at various other times, including around 10 p.m., late at night, 2 a.m., and 4 a.m., suggesting that the significance of healing is separate from the auspicious hour of 8 p.m. I again experienced electromagnetic waves pulsating through my brain during tonight's healing session. These waves typically mark the onset and conclusion of the healing process, occurring in cycles throughout the treatment. While the second night brought a more relaxed reception with minimal shocks, I recognized the need for further acclimatization. With time, I anticipate growing accustomed to these sensations, enabling me to relax further and entrust myself to the process with tranquility. The communication of electromagnetic waves within the brain serves as feedback, conveying pertinent information about the healing process. While various interpretations exist, the consistent pattern remains. Electromagnetic waves precede the commencement of healing and conclude with its termination. Each healing session comprised approximately 4 cycles, lasting between 1 minute 30 seconds to 2 minutes each, operating at a slightly accelerated pace compared to meridian flow. While the adjustments pertain to the Axiatonal vibration range, rather than the meridians themselves, they facilitated the absorption of plasma waves from the soles of my feet. As these waves permeated my feet, they traveled along the Axiatonal meridian pathways. They gradually diminished the tingling and dense sensation I initially experienced, likely due to my body's increasing familiarity with the plasma-based waves. On March 22, 2012, under the new moon's influence, I yearned for the intense vibrational state experienced during the portal elevation on February 28. Despite my efforts to reconnect with that profound sense of unconditional love, I struggled to reach the same heights and fell short each time. Seeking solace, I turned to the cosmic medical team for adjustments, gradually finding peace of mind amidst the turmoil of ascension-related thoughts in my head. During a healing session, a curious inquiry arose about the fate of my diet in the event of ascension. As I pondered this question, a vivid yet nebulous image materialized in my mind's eye. The imagery predominantly featured vegetable fruits, primarily oval or round in shape, with shades ranging from pale green to deep green. Red vegetables like bell peppers or carrots and white vegetables like daikon radish were absent. Among the visuals, a peculiar reddish-brown seaweed caught my attention, resembling maytake mushrooms in appearance but with a distinct flatness. As the visions of food faded, I found my focus shifting to an unexpected sight: clasped hands. Intrigued by this gesture, I reclined and joined my fingertips, intertwining my hands. To my astonishment, this simple act sparked a profound experience. It felt like there were fan-shaped antennas within both hemispheres of my brain, with streams of light plasma electricity coursing through them, initiating a new dimension of electromagnetic weaving within the brain. This upgraded version of the brain electromagnetic weave appeared more intricate and three-dimensional than before, catching me off guard with its novelty. As I began to experience involuntary twitching, a peculiar sensation surged within my body, signaling the onset of something extraordinary. Soon after, the unexpected unfolded, leading to a direct encounter. Images started flooding my mind, accompanied by sensations akin to invisible fingertips pressing against specific areas of my body. This was no ordinary touch. It felt like precise manipulations of body parts, signaling the commencement of a lesson through experiential learning. Though I lay prone, the mental imagery suggested assuming a seated position. Following this cue, a surge of electromagnetic energy surged through my head. Acting upon this impulse, I commenced performing yoga exercises in my bedroom, guided by the vivid images in my mind. The guidance felt familiar, as if the instructor possessed an intimate knowledge of yoga, the human body, its muscles, and energy pathways. While I've always had an affinity for understanding the body and exercises, this unseen mentor offered insights beyond my understanding. After assuming a cross-legged position, I followed the instructions to extend my legs and reach for my toes. The invisible mentor then directed my attention to a blockage in the meridian inside my right calf, prompting me to locate and massage the affected area with my hands. This blockage, linked to muscle twitching and cramping, hindered the smooth flow of vibrations from the toes to the soles of the feet and upward through the calf muscles and meridians. When these areas function seamlessly, the Earth's vibrations can circulate efficiently. Guided through a series of exercises, I embarked on yoga-like movements to align my spine, delving into positions beyond what I had previously learned in holistic yoga classes. Detailed instructions were provided on two methods of placing the hands together: palms meeting or backs of the hands touching. Additionally, attention was drawn to a tear in the aura along the right side of my spine, requiring correction. The midnight session spanned an hour and a half, during which even my sense of smell was calibrated. The invisible guide, characterized by rigor and precision, delivered teachings with clarity and exactitude. As the tutoring concluded, I realized the profound uniqueness of the experience, feeling both surprised and enlightened. Taking a moment to catch my breath on the lanai after the rigorous exercise, I sought clarification on various matters. In the ensuing days, the number 4,400 lingered in my thoughts, prompting me to inquire about its significance. In response, I learned that the current count of individuals seeking ascension fell far below expectations. While theories posited that 144,000 ascending souls would elevate humanity to the next vibrational level alongside the Earth, the reality differed significantly from this envisioned figure. Why have we yet to reach the anticipated 144,000 individuals for ascension? The explanation was simple. Many people had yet to decide. Ascending with a physical body necessitates a deliberate declaration of commitment. Merely assuming it will happen naturally isn't sufficient. I then witnessed a white humanoid wave body, initially mistaken for a light body. While the white wave body appeared nearly complete, minor adjustments remained. This correlated with a series of experiences characterized by a racing heart and sensations of something emerging from the heart, often occurring before bedtime. These experiences involve the gradual transfer of one's current alter ego, containing personal information, while the vibrational alter ego underwent adjustments and upgrades for transition to another dimension. Precise fine-tuning over 3 months, commencing in April, was deemed necessary, as the image first emerged at around 3 months of age. It became evident that the white wave body isn't created in conjunction with the physical body, but evolves alongside the development of the primary circuit, connecting to the light body, manifesting in another dimension. Regarding the white wave body, further insights emerged in mid-December 2012. During sleep, I awoke abruptly to a strange sensation, immobilized and ensnared by waves encircling my head. Despite attempts to free myself and dispel the vibrations, the experience persisted, with waves now enveloping my feet. Past encounters with the occult had prepared me for this, as such experiences often involve a disconnect between consciousness and the etheric body. Through persistent efforts to reconnect with the body, assimilation gradually ensued from the tips of the toes. This episode underscored the process of the vibrational body seeking integration with the physical form, a realization crucial for understanding the ongoing transformative journey. What in the world is this? I inquired and was informed that it was a new ether double template. This template exists outside the etheric body and is attuned to a different frequency, serving as a blueprint at the etheric level. After this revelation, my mind became illuminated, fostering various interactions with extraterrestrial or non-human consciousness. However, there is one crucial point I must emphasize. Should the electromagnetic equilibrium between the right and left hemispheres falter, it could lead to complications. In my case, a short circuit occurred in the gray matter of the right hemisphere, resulting in nerve agitation due to excessive energy. The pain was so intense that I contemplated seeking medical assistance. Although it caused considerable discomfort, the pain gradually subsided within a few days. Since then, however, there has been no further electromagnetic wave communication within the brain. Subsequently, numerous short sparks ignited within my brain's lamp, facilitating the current flow. Consequently, the brightness percentage of my head began to increase incrementally. Yet, akin to the initial occurrence, it did not revert to its heightened brightness for a considerable duration. Hence, I endeavored to maintain a harmonious balance between my body's right and left sides and the three branches of Kundalini. To be continued. Watch and listen. Watch the cinematic video trailer. Listen to the full podcast now. Explore the Archive Cosmic Awakening, Part 1, Sacred Valley of the Incas. Volume 2, Ascension 2012, The Golden Alchemy. Part 3, The First Contact. Join the journey. New episodes drop periodically. Each chapter delivers a tight, hyper-focused 10 to 30-minute hit of real-life experiences, perfect for your daily plunge into consciousness exploration. Subscribe to support your inner development. Thumbs up to help push our channel through the algorithm. Comment below. Share your thoughts on today's exploration.